go ahead and call the meeting together. Order. We have Paul, Adam, Eric, and Levi here tonight. Are there any changes or additions to the agenda that you guys know of? If not, we'll move forward. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting?
Motion.
Moved by Eric, seconded by
I'll second it.
Adam. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion passes. As far as the tickets right now, we are waiting on 2000-001 and 2000-004 till the December 21st court date. Again, same thing. The 2021-002, they did go and get that cleaned up, but there's still a little bit more left. That's that log cabin sided one. And then 2021-003, that was at the last meeting. We decided to hold off and just leave it open just to make sure that there hasn't been any issues. 2021-005, that one is the chicken scratch. The commission approved to give her till 1st of December, if I remember right. She's trying to get the auction lined up. Then, let's see, 2021-001, that one has been sent to the commission and we're waiting. I haven't heard back from the sheriff's department yet. Same thing with 3. And that one we're moving forward, but we're holding off a little bit because she is gone.
Is that
Next to AJ's old house. Yep. 2022-004. That one has been sent. JR sent a notice. We're waiting on the sheriff's department on that one. And then 2022-005 and 006. I drove by there today and they were out working. So yesterday, getting some of it moved, so there is a little bit of progress.
On both of them?
At both of them, they were supposed to come to the meeting if they had anything, so I wouldn't say that it's complete, but it's up to you guys if you want to, how you want to move forward on that one. I didn't get a chance to get pictures, but the one, they started moving the camp, let's see, 222 6th Street or 005, they started moving the campers in the garage and they started moving stuff around.
which one is that?
That's the owner is Ross Keller.
It's the one just south across the street from Mike, right?
Okay.
And then the other end of the block, right next to McNamee. Basically just vehicles, boats, and a few other miscellaneous things, but mostly vehicles. When I had that party bus there.
Okay.
That's the other one.
And the trailer.
Yep.
No, the party bus was actually on the next, on 006.
Yeah, well, I kind of...
They're both right together.
They're both right together, so...
Probably the 006 one, he didn't really do too much. I mean, he moved one pickup that he had sitting in the backyard with government plates on it to the front and then moved the trailer and pickup to the backyard, so. If you want to hold off, we can just wait and see.
Sure.
When did they get the letters, do you know? Did they get notifications?
They got notifications. Yeah. I sent it short, I don't remember the exact date that they were sent, but they were like that week or the next week.
Mm-hmm. And they received them as far as you know?
As far as I know. Yeah. I assume they did, being that they were both cleaning up their yards. So, which is good. That's what we wanted.
What's what's the procedure? You know, we ticket someone and say they clean it up, and then it starts to accumulate again. Would another formal complaint have to be issued?
Depends on where the ticket is.
Because like Sasha's place is accumulating again.
Which on that one, it's not gonna. In that case, the ticket's still open, so it's not closed. Ours and hers, or ours and the
4th Street Northeast or 4th Avenue?
She is 103 4th Street Northeast. She's this one right there. So we have, I mean, our process is once it comes to us, we make the decision and then let's hear, I can pull it up. Or should we talk about it later when we get down to that?
We can talk about it later too. We can go through it all at once. Get through these first.
Yeah. Paul added it to the agenda, so we can kind of talk about it. But if it wasn't open and it was closed, then I would say, yes, we should open up another ticket. Yep. But her ticket is still open, so that doesn't.
And there was one that we did last time that we kind of kept it open. It was kind of done, but we didn't really close it because we wanted to see what was going to happen in the next few weeks, so we didn't completely close it.
Right.
So.
And by open and close, it just means, are we going to keep it on our radar so that we know that we are still looking at that property? Okay, nothing else on that Railroad Park project. If you didn't happen to read the banner, we did get the contract. There's some errors and there's some things we got to work on, which I did follow up with them. And JR did, but the lady was out, so it'll be, the railroad's just about as slow as government. So that project is moving forward. The one thing that I was thinking that we should probably do, or do you have any ideas of, let's see if I can find the bill. The fence, I think, was about between 30 and 40,000. So what? Can we do some fundraising? Can we do some different type of things to try to start the project to get it going? We have the fund there. We can use the railroad caboose fund. We can put money in there. We just gotta have money or designated funds to go in there to help with this if we're going to move forward. Because I'm not sure what we will have for funds from the city at this current point in time right now.
I'd like to hold off on that a little bit until we find out exactly how soon we got to have that fence. If they make us do it right away, you know, I could see us going down one path, but if we got a little time to work with here, I could see more on the fundraising side, some options we might be able to pursue.
I don't think we're going to have to do it right away, but there again, I have to wait and see.
Right.
But I also wanted to bring it up for you guys to start thinking about, not necessarily that we have to make a decision tonight, but how do we move forward?
Yeah, start talking about it. There's a lot of things that we can do over there once we get things going on, so we have to start having that conversation as a community. So and I'd like to bring that up too on next Thursday at our meeting to get some feedback on the Grow Hillsboro side.
Gotta find it here. I forwarded it on to you and everybody else, didn't I? I thought I did.
What's that?
The fence. Here it is. I think. Oh, no, that's shop fences. was wrong. 26,856. Better than I had. But again, this was back on 5.5, so it could go up by then. And this one's 420 feet. And we need a little bit more than that because this is what the railroad was requesting. I think we were going to have to add another. Because if I remember right, let's see if I can pull that up. I don't know where this is happening. But there was a little bit more than we thought. But so it's going from all the way from Caledonia to just about to the elevator, and their quote didn't include where the road would go through, so whether or not we were going to put that in, and then the two ends weren't on that, so we'd probably be looking at another 150 feet about. Questions on that? All right, mural project, we're just kind of waiting for things on that. As far as deciding what direction we want to do, working on some different prices and such for it.
Have we, Jennifer asked what our budget was. I said, I have no idea.
I can't tell you at this time.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we need to iron out,
That's
how much we want to spend.
that's the other thing, and then I don't know if there'll be city funds for it or not for that too, so then it's kinda, what are we gonna do?
What was that in the paper about the fundraiser thing, and there, I don't know, there's some pancake feed or something that they recently had, and they said they might open it up to other things. It was a
Well, that was,
fundraiser for the police department or something.
That was Anchor Ingredients, that just in the paper this week?
I think so, yeah.
Anchor Ingredients, and then Mother sponsored the police one,
Oh, okay.
which I never really could understand what that was for. I don't know. It just said police. I don't know if they used the money for people off the road or what's.
I don't know.
I didn't really know if it was a person or
Right.
what just says benefit for the Trail County Sheriff. It just never really explained to
Where it was going.
where it was going. you
Yeah,
know, so.
they said they raised 5,500 or something like that.
Yeah, it was a fair amount of money. I don't know how much was donated from those businesses, but
Sure.
you know.
So that's another that's part of this thing is we just gotta figure out where we're gonna find those.
And the dentist's office did give us permission to look at putting it there.
Okay, so that was
Yep,
the other
yep,
thing.
Yep. So he just said to keep him in the loop as far as where it goes, and you know, if he didn't commit anything other than that he wanted to be kept in the loop as far as what
Did they
what
have
we're
a
looking
sign
at.
up on that wall?
Huh?
Did they have a sign up on that wall?
No, there's
Oh.
nothing there. So just all brick, and it was just they just did some work on that not too many years back. So, you know, he was very open to it. He,
Okay.
you know, so
Okay.
almost to the extent where it's like, well, geez, if you like it that much, would you
Yeah.
would you be interested? But
Sure.
so no, he was very supportive of it and just said, just keep him in touch with the specifics, and
So that'll help with that too, so, okay. We'll
because
just
that was
keep-
one of the touchy things that people were, you know, they, well, who's going to see it over here?
Sure.
And a lot of people thought that would be good over there. I'm not exactly sure what quality that mortar is over there compared to this wall. This one's in pretty good shape for painting, but maybe they can prep it. I don't know anything about painting bricks. So,
Yeah, I don't know either. Anything else on that? Okay, so we'll just keep that on the radar. We got some stuff to work through to figure out where we're gonna go as far as funds. On the new business, if you hadn't heard, AJ has resigned. He did move out of town. So we'll be looking for another city resident to be part of the group. And so we'll confirm that at the next commission meeting, and then move forward from there. So if you know of anybody that's interested, let us know. And then the last thing is the complaint process. Let me pull that up. So this was the guidelines that we had set forth a year ago, but we can sure change, alter, however, now that we've been doing this for a year, if we want to look at it any different.
the one thing that I've been questioned is about the recognition. When a lot has been recognized by a person, the first step is to notify the city auditor's office. According to the auditor's office, they don't always get like a formal, you know, I'm wondering if we shouldn't have like a formal written complaint, what the advantages, the disadvantages of that. How do we document, you know, do we say, okay, if I hear somebody's got a complaint, do I say, well, thanks for telling me, but you need to contact City Hall? So now the City Hall and the offices know that somebody did contact them, that I just didn't make it up, or I just didn't talk to somebody and say, hey, should we report this? Or this way the City Hall actually gets a phone call or a letter. I don't know what the advantage of a letter obviously is. We have that paper trail saying, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily be made public, but we have that paper trail saying that, you know, hey, my neighbor's place, or whatever the complaint might be. I just think we get rid of all the hearsay that way. Now, will people say anything if they have to write a formal letter or any type of letter? Will that be deter them from saying something?
And that would be kept confident, or that would be out to anyone.
Well, I don't see why we'd need to, but I just,
But
and I don't know if we need to, but I think the main thing, I'd like to see the letter. To me, it's more formal.
Sure.
But I would be happy if they called City Hall and they said, I'm so-and-so, but even at that,
That's what I've been telling them.
I could say I'm Adam Smelton and I'm pissed off at my neighbor and I want his house, and if they don't recognize my voice,
Yeah.
how are they gonna know?
Yeah. That's what I just tell everyone, just go to City Hall.
Right. So,
Some of them have come to me, and that's where some of them started, and I've said, I'm not going to use your name. The process is in there. I mean, if it comes to the City Hall, it does. In our list, it will open up. But part of that, I learned that then your name is out there. So I can tell you who everybody is that has made complaints about it. The advantage to it is if they come to me, then if they come to any one of us, then it's a conversation that you can have.
It's going to be an imperfect process no matter what.
Right. But
Like with Lana, she typed up a formal letter and got 35 signatures. So, but is that always going to happen? Probably not.
no, because at least 5 of them have come to me and said, here's the complaints, and some of them were more open. Some of them, there were other people around when we talked about it, but
that's just my opinion. I think we should get some type of formal letter, or they should call.
Is there a way to do it through like the city website or something? Just a simple like form thing?
I'm sure we
with your
could.
name and what the complaint is.
it could. The one thing I'm worried about is, are they going to, because they don't want to piss off their neighbor?
Right. Or will their name get out there?
Right. And because if once it comes to City Hall and it's put out there, it is open records. And that person then can request to see those documents.
That would get a little sketchy.
Well, it depends on how you wrote the letter, I guess.
All I know is there's 2 people that we've had complaints on. I wouldn't have wanted my name attached to the complaint because it would not have gone well.
And I will say that some of the complaints, it wasn't just one person complaining, it was multiple that had said something to me. They had said something, then I clarified, are you making a formal complaint then that we can move forward? And I said I would keep your name confidential until I'm in front of a judge and they asked me who the complaint was.
But I guess that's what we would decide whether it's a legitimate complaint or not. So then, if their yard is whatever, not a mess, then the person wouldn't have to work.
Right, and that's part of it. I mean, if Paul makes a complaint on his neighbor, and then it comes before us, and we decide, oh no, it's not a big deal. This is not a violation of it. Well, no, that neighbor could actually go find out that Paul turned him in.
Maybe we just need to change it from the city of Hillsboro Auditor's Office to Beautification, or just make it.
Right, and it
I
could
think that's
be-
where it says, when a lot or area has been recognized by a person, the first step is to notify the city of Hillsboro. Well, we're not doing that. So.
When it was originally stated it was supposed to be auditor staff, well, Ashley said they wouldn't be able to keep it confidential, so.
Well, so I think we should.
So do we just change it from auditors? We still should keep it, the auditor's office will keep a log of all violations. That's what you guys are seeing in that Teams document.
Or maybe you just change it that the first step to notify either the city of Hillsboro Audio Office or a beautification committee member or something. This just, to me, it this is the way it is. You have to talk to the city auditor. Not that everybody's reading that, obviously, but
So let's go 10, 10. We'll make it easy. I'll change it right here, Paul, so you can. Does that sound better? Okay.
that was the main thing I had. I haven't really looked at the rest of it much. Maybe that'll work. Sure. Does that make sense?
I can't read it. It's a little too small.
Up there? So then after recognition, the ticket is created, that goes to which I've been doing it, so I suppose we should put that in there. If you see anything else, let me know, we can look at. Which that we've already approved, we just haven't been doing, or it's not in the policy.
I think we should just, when you get, I mean, this is what we kind of agree on, I'd like to see JR just read over it and see if there's any questions that he might have.
Before you change it?
Well, then we can we don't have to do this again. If he reads it and finds out that we should have changed this word or that word, maybe it'll take him 2 minutes to read that, whereas me, it'll take 10, 15 minutes to read it and digest it. So from a legality standpoint. So,
Okay.
since
Do I have a
don't have
motion to
necess-
approve these to send it on to JR then? Is that your
so
motion?
moved.
Moved by Paul, seconded by
Second.
Adam. Any other discussion? If not, Paul,
Yes.
Adam,
Yes.
Eric,
Yes.
and a yes for me. Motion carries.
You want to forward that to me too?
Yep.
The change.
Yep. Does anybody have any other thing for the good of the order?
Anybody got any ideas what we should do with Railroad Park when we get that taken care of? If we?
What we should do there?
Huh?
What we should do there?
Yeah, what should we do there?
I think it'd be nice to have it like a stage or a shelter or something, or both. Jamestown has a little, it's like a little sculpture park, kind of with a stage. It's not very big. It's
Right.
probably in a smaller space than that. Yeah.
So I said it would be kind of cool if we get a railroad car that you could have the stage
Stage.
come.
Yeah. Should the caboose door and windows be closed? I think they're open right now.
Well, Paul or Dave is the one that's kind of that's his baby, and
Oh, okay.
he keeps telling us that he's going to go do it, but he hasn't done it yet.
I was wondering about that.
I did see the door was maybe shut now, so
Was what?
I mean,
The caboose.
the caboose. As long as kids don't get hurt, I don't think it's horrible that
Yeah.
they get to look at it.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, that's.
You know, and we do have a grant out there that's not a grant, but a request or whatever you want to call it, you know, that might be able to deal with some of these
Right.
concerns if we get it, that'll help with a big plan, master plan, so to speak, of things we could do to make our community more friendly to the public, so to
Yeah.
speak, like parks and recreation type things, you know, and I think we'll find out on that when October that closes.
The 15th, I think we're supposed to find out.
15th, so maybe by next meeting we'll have something then, and then we can.
Yeah.
But we do meet with the Business Association on Wednesday, so I'm gonna mention it to them to start thinking about it, and also fundraising ideas that we could maybe do. Because if we're gonna do much, you know, we're gonna have to, you know, we're gonna have to probably do some fundraising,
Yeah.
and also have to grow Hillsboro, you know, I'll mention it.
Um,
Because it is gonna be a community.
So speaking of fundraising, I just thought of that now because I didn't notice it before, but the Community Foundation does have a grant. Their grant's open. So I don't know if there's something we want to do on that.
And I know they're always looking for new things, but they haven't give grants to before, so. But
Right.
theirs range from what, hundreds of dollars to a
Thousands.
couple thousand, or thousand or something, so.
I think.
Depends on how many requests they get, I believe.
Right.
So,
Would you want to request money for improvements at Railroad Park for that?
I think we should, if somebody's willing to do that.
Do I have a motion then?
I'll make that motion to
Okay.
request funds for fence.
Second?
Second.
Second by Eric. Any other discussion? Eric?
Sounds good.
Oh, your vote, sorry.
Oh, yes.
Adam? Paul?
Yes.
And a yes for me. Motion carries.
So,
Okay. Anything else for the good of the order? A motion to adjourn? Eric moves, second.
Second.
Paul? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.